And now, we could begin. If you're hearing noises, that's just my doggy. Hello everyone, this is Pikachumaster 5 for 2, 5 for 2, 5 for 2, doo-doo-doo. My dog's eating my pockets, doo-doo-doo. With another exciting episode of my Disney Talk series. So welcome to another exciting episode of my Disney Talk series, in which we talk about everything Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, etc., etc. Now, in today's episode, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Because today, I'm going to be talking about Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars movies that I saw in theaters. In my many years of going to the movie theaters with family. And my doggy is showing up one of the chairs that we sit at the table. So, I wrote up 27 movies that I watched at the movie theater that I can remember, because I've been going to the movie theater since I was a young Pikachu. By the looks of this list, the amount of Pixar movies that I've seen, by the look of the list, the amount of Disney and Pixar movies I've seen in theaters is quite slim. So anyways, by the look of this list that I'm seeing on here, the amount of Disney and Pixar movies that I've seen in theaters is quite small. Because by the time I see the Disney movies and Pixar movies, it's mostly, one, either on demand or on TV, or two, I own it on DVD or rent it on DVD and VHS tapes. Yes, I'm that old. Okay. So yes, majority of these it's gonna be MCU movies, or like Marvel movies, or Sony movies. Okay. So let's see. Let's talk about the earliest Marvel movie that I've seen in theaters, which is The Incredible Hulk. Now, which version? I'll show you. It's not the 2003 version, it's the 2008 version. So, this movie. So it's this movie right here. The 2008 version with Edward Norton. aka the Hulk movie that people try to forget, because Edward Norton basically tried to change everything in the Hulk movie, which I did all the time. I just liked the Incredible Hulk movie. So yeah, so that's like the earliest Marvel movie that I've seen in theaters. Another movie that I've seen in theaters is, let's see, The Amazing Spider-Man, aka the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. I've seen the first one, and I haven't seen the second one. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, so that's the one movie, Spider-Man movie I saw in theaters, which was The Amazing Spider-Man, starring Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man and Peter Parker. So let's see. After that, okay, so I'm sort of kind of conflicted because I don't remember if I saw the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie in theaters or on TV. Because it's kind of conflicting because I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I saw it on TV or in theaters. So I put it on a list. I think I saw it in theaters first and maybe on TV afterwards. But who knows? I was also conflicted with a bunch of different Disney and Pixar movies. I'm like, did I see that in theaters or did I see it on TV or DVD? So yeah, so I saw the first volume of Guardians of the Galaxy in theaters or on TV. So the next movie that I saw in theaters was also Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which is the one with Baby Groot. I put a checklist. Also put a checklist on different movies that I mentioned. So yeah, so I've seen the. Excuse me. So yeah, so I watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 in theaters. I quite like that movie quite a lot. Plus that cool soundtrack. I still remember the ending. Rest in power, Yondu. Okay. So after that, the next movie that I saw in theaters was Spider-Man Homecoming, which I have a little story about that. So, usually me and my mom would watch the local news. And so one day on the local news, we saw, I think it was, let's see, on the local news, let's see. One day on the local news, we saw that they were doing like a giveaway for 2 tickets to see Spider-Man Homecoming in like one of the fancy theaters. I think it's like with the theaters in LA where they do like the movie premieres for like the different movies. So there's like a slim chance to win tickets for 2 to go see Spider-Man Homecoming. So my mom does like the little thing like text these numbers at our radio station, at our news station, and win Spider-Man tickets. And like in our family, us winning giveaways is very slim. Like very few and far between, because we have turbo luck in giveaways. Because I think the last time we won something is my mom won like tickets to Masbury Farm. So yeah, so that was like quite a long. So yeah, so winning in giveaways is very slim chance in our family. And so she does the the little giveaway on the local news by texting to the news channel, and we went about our day. So then a few hours later, she gets a call from the news station saying that she actually won the tickets for Spider-Man Homecoming. And so me and my bro went to go see the Spider-Man movie. And also my grandma and I think one of my cousins stopped by to visit my mom while me and my bro went to go see Spider-Man Homecoming in theaters. We had a great time. I ate popcorn and drink. I got to see the the first Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland. Oh, look, Viper. So yeah, so we're just chatting about like different Disney movies and like Marvel movies that we've seen in theaters. Which majority of the movies I saw in theaters is Marvel movies. I'm talking about the Spider-Man Hulk. Let me rephrase that. So I was just talking about a story on how my mom won tickets to go see the Spider-Man Homecoming movie. And so me and my bro went to go see the movie in like the it's like the fancy theater in L.A. Like I think right across the street is where they filmed the Jimmy. Was it Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon? I think it was Jimmy Kimmel. So like right across the street was like the studio for Jimmy Kimmel Live. So me and my bro went to go see Spider-Man Homecoming in the fancy theater. Should have bought a popcorn bucket to as a memento, but I didn't. Because I go out so fast that I just like enjoying the movie and having a great time. Okay, so that was the story on Spider-Man Homecoming. Let's see. So the next movie. So let's see. Next movie we saw in theaters, which is another Marvel movie. No, wait, let's see. Okay, so the next movie that we saw, I think it was not really a theater, more like an open theater where you watch the movies in your car. You can bring your own snacks and drinks and food. Drive-in theater, duh. So yeah, so we went to the drive-in theaters and we saw the live-action version of The Jungle Book, and we had a good time. The only sucky part is that we couldn't see the final act, which is the characters in the jungle, and it was very dark. And so we were going, we can't see them. It's too dark. Yada yada yada. So that was the memorable part of seeing the live action version of the Jungle Book. Let's see. Next movie that I saw in theaters. Okay, so it's the last movie I saw in theaters with my mom was the Coco movie, and before that we saw the Frozen. I think it was Frozen Olaf's. It was Olaf's Frozen Adventure, like a little short film before the Coco movie. It was literally so. When we saw the Coco movie, it was literally a few months after my dad passed, and so I'm still trying to mourn over my dad's passing, and we like to go to the movies and have a good time and see the film. So we watched the Coco movie, and we had a great time. Also, we shed some tears during certain scenes, like the Remember Me scene. I like that movie a lot. It was one of the last, like second to last films that I saw with my mom in theaters. We also saw two Sailor Moon movies, like a few weeks later. Okay, so next, let's see, what else? Let's see. Okay, so the next movie I saw in theaters is Avengers Endgame, because I saw Infinity War at home, so I wanted to see the Avengers Endgame, see the final conclusion in the Infinity Saga, as they battle against Thanos again, and had a great time. So let's see. So the next, so after that, oh yeah. So after that, I wanted to watch the final Star Wars movie in theaters, which was Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. And so, oh yeah, because me and my uncle, we chatted for about Star Wars. They asked me if I'd seen all the Star Wars movies. And I said, I've seen episode 2, and I've seen episode 7 and 8. But I haven't watched Phantom Menace, or Revenge of the Sith, or the Solo, or the Rogue One movie, or 4, 5, 6. No, I think I watched clips of episode 5, basically the reveal in which Darth Vader is Luke's father, and other stuff. And so, before we went to go see episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, me and my uncle watched all the Star Wars movies, starting from episode 1 to episode 8. So, we binge watched episode 1, Phantom Menace, episode 2, Attack of the Clones, episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and then we're trying to figure out whether to watch the Solo movie or Rogue One. So we watched Solo, a Star Wars movie, Rogue One, and then 4, 5, 6. And then we watched 7 and 8. And then we watched episode 9 in theaters, which was the final conclusion to the sequel trilogy. Okay. So now the next movie that we saw in theaters was Spider-Man Far From Home, which was, after Avengers Endgame. And Peter Parker tried to deal with, losing his really father figure or mentor, Iron Man, having to face off against some mysterious guy named Mysterio, and then all that stuff that happens during the movie and the chaos. It's a good movie. Oh yeah, I remember they also gave away little Spider-Man figures, which is Spider-Man doing a little pose, which is Spider-Man doing a little pose. So I have one out of the little packaging, and one still sealed in its packaging. So the next movie that I saw in theaters was, oh yeah, we also saw Spider-Man No Way Home, which was, after Far From Home, and all the chaotic stuff that happens, which we saw Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, the return of different villains from the different movies like Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Electro, Sandman, the Lizard, what am I missing? Was it 5 villains or was there 6? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 2 villains. Goblin, Doc Ock, Sandman, Lizard, and Electro. And also, Spider-Man had to deal with Doctor Strange as Doctor Strange got trapped into little vortex thing. Because Spider-Man wanted to help the villains, and Doctor Strange no, they have to get sent back to their own time. Because Peter Parker wanted basically, as Doctor Strange, if he can, erase people's memories, and so he was starting to, but then he wanted a few people to remember, to still remember him, and so So that backfired because he asked too many people to still remember him. And that's when, chaos chaos happened. We saw different villains from different Spider-Man. We saw different villains from the different Spider-Man movies appear, like Green Goblin, Doc Ock, the Lizard, Sandman, and Electro. And it ended an epic battle with the three Spider-Men. So that was the Spider-Man movie. After that, yeah. So I've also watched some of Phase 4 and 5, which was like the multiverse saga. And so I watched the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness movie, aka Scarlet Witch going crazy over her imaginary kids. So she started, invading other universes, trying to find one character, I think named. She tried to find one character, and Doctor Strange was trying to protect that specific character. Because Scarlet Witch was going crazy. And then we meet some different heroes from different timelines, like Captain Carter, and then we saw like the original Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four. Oh, sorry, we saw the original Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four. Then we saw like a superhero that can scream and destroy anybody or anything. An alternate version of Captain Marvel, which instead of Carol Danvers was her friend, I think. And also Professor Xavier. And they all got destroyed by Scarlet Witch. So basically, they defeated the Scarlet Witch and everything went back to normal. Sort of. So that was my experience with Doctor Strange. Now, the one movie that I had a great time and laughed a lot was Thor: Love and Thunder, aka the movie with Thor and Jane. Spoiler alert, she was suffering from cancer, so she thought that representing the powers of Mjolnir, like the hammer, by possessing the powers of Mjolnir, she thought that would cure. Sadly, was lately inevitable, and eventually she passed away in the movie. Also, there was like Thor and friends battled like a god destroyer. I forgot his name too. So let me find out who it was. Also, we're hearing snoring. That's just my ducky taking a nap. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's Gore the God Butcher. Let's see, cast. Wait, that was Christian Bale? Did not recognize him. So let's see. Oh yeah, Natalie Portman was Mighty Thor. So let's see. So yeah, it was an interesting movie. Lots of call. So I remember like getting the Happy Meals for Thor: Love and Thunder. I got Rocket Raccoon. Did I get Nebula? I think I got Nebula. And I got Thor in like his armor and the funny goats. So yeah, so that was funny. Yeah, I think that was it. Those are the only Happy Meal toys that I got from the Thor: Love and Thunder movie. So yeah, so the memorable scenes I remember is the screaming goats, the beginning act with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then the scene in which at like the meeting of all the deities, that like Zeus captures Thor and it's like tell me who you are, and he like flicks off his towel and he's in his birthday suit, and all like the lady goddesses like face like oh it's my hammer. So that was funny. Although I love the interaction between Korg and King Valkyrie and King Tessa Thompson. They're chatting about, their lives and love life. And then seeing the ending in which Korg has a new friend named Dwayne. Oh yeah, and also, I think there's, because I'm looking at the list of the cast I'm seeing actor Thor and fake Hela. So they like did a reenactment of Thor Ragnarok, which there was a different actor that played actor Thor and fake Hela and fake Odin. That was hilarious. So yeah, so that was my experience watching Thor: Love and Thunder. Let's see. Then we watched Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. That was a somber movie to get to. They're like dealing with the loss of T'Challa, aka Black Panther, as they're dealing against a new threat from underwater, which was which was against Namor. Yeah, so they're basically trying to battle against, what were they called? Yeah, so they're basically battling against Namor and his water breathing superhumans. And also the CIA and the outside world. A plane passes by. It also basically is like a story of Shuri taking on the Black Panther mantle. So yeah, so several characters meet their end, and we meet new characters. This basically is a kind of a somber movie, reflecting on the memory of T'Challa and Chadwick Boseman. So yeah, so that's Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So we saw. Now let's get to the anime movies, which is like two. I saw Ralph break the internet, and to be honest, the only scenes I can remember is the princess scene with Penelope as she meets the Disney princesses for the first time, and they all hang out. And Penelope talking about what she really wants, which like she wants a steering wheel so her friends can stay in the game and get the game back. She wants something else, but she wants to do something else besides playing in the in the racing game many times. So she stays in another game called Slaughter Race, which I think is like a parody of Grand Theft Auto. I think. Don't quote me on it. So yeah, that's the scene I remember. Excuse me. The other scene I remember is Ralph trying to do viral stuff. So he can earn hearts and money so he could get the steering wheel for Penelope's game. And then the little ending scene in which Ralph feeds the kitty a bunch of no wait, I think it was the bunny that was eating the pancakes. I'm good. Just talking about Disney movies I've seen in theaters. So it's always so remember the funny scene in which Ralph was giving I think it was the bunny a bunch of pancakes. He was feeding him too fast. And then the bunny was where am I from? Well, that is confidential. But I will say that I'm from the Unova region, aka Pokemon game. So anyway, so the bunny started to expand like a balloon. And then Rob was no, the kitty gets the milkshake. The bunny gets the pancake. And so the bunny tries to eat the pancake and then blows up and the little girl is screaming in horror ah! Cause the bunny blew up. Cause the bunny blew up in comedic fashion. And my dog is barking at nothing. Cute doggy. So yes, that was Ralph Breaks the Internet. Toy Story 4. Okay, so I kind of so let's see. Toy Story 4. I know I watched it in theaters, but I'm trying to remember. Because basically, all I know is that Bonnie stopped playing with Woody, and so Woody left her in the closet. And then I know Bonnie and her family go on vacation, and Woody basically wants to find Bo Peep. So at the end, Woody and Bo Peep reunite, and Woody leaves the group. Although there's some funny scenes at a carnival with a bunny and a chick, a little bunny and a chick plush. So that was funny. And my doggy is barking at the door. You silly doggy. So yeah, so that was Toy Story 4. Now she's barking at the other dog. You silly doggy. I love my doggy.